Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marie back with a list video. Wow, it's been a year since I made list videos after the latest ones from PDS Archive. Today is the top 8 classic cartoons. We will be talking about classic shorts of cartoons that I grew up with. The public domain DVD distributors as DigiView Entertainment, formerly known as DigiView Productions, and Associated Artists Productions, the distributor of Looney Tunes cartoons. Years ago, I used to have those DVD collections like Cartoon Craze and Toon Factory, but all of them, they're gone, they're lost and broken. For this list, I am going to show cartoons that I loved while watching them, giving me laughs and joy. However, the main characters won't be on the list as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, and the list goes on. I haven't really grew up with the Disney DVDs, still mostly Warner Brothers and other cartoons. The cartoons on this list will be mostly Van Buren and Warner Brothers. Ready or not, here we go. So up at number 8, we have Day at the Zoo. Day at the Zoo shows various talking animals do what is out of the ordinary in reality. As the parrot wants a beer, 2 people saying hello Bill, and a man was mistaken as a baboon from the lookalike between a human and a baboon. That's pretty questionable in my book. There's not much to say about the plot, but I can tell you what the funny moments. A monkey throws food at the woman, and the most attention of every segment was a man teasing the lion until it gets eaten at the end. Which, by the way, Day at the Zoo has the greatest compilation of animals in the 1940s. I recommend you guys to watch this short if you're a zoo fan as I am watching animals. Don't make the puma go wild, or the wildcat. Number 7, Ding Dong Daddy. A dog named Willoughby, who sounds like Goofy, needs to find his love, but however feels rejected. When he approached a black statue dog standing named Daisy, what I like about this short when Daisy electrocutes Will to give him happiness, then the vicious dog attempts to kick Will out from the garden, and Daisy being sent as a scrap metal victory to be melted down as a contribution to the American effort in World War II. It has great romantic comedy towards the dog and a statue from the garden, which is a nice place to greet you with a bubbling feeling. The vicious dog really wants to kick Will out so bad to the point that Will gets a headache from his appearance numerous times. No, seriously, he literally has a headache and eat an aspirin to make him feel better. In the end, the one last kiss from Daisy, the missile, explodes to have Will the happiest day of his life. Since Daisy is gone, will Willoughby remember her? Number 6, Cover the Sticks. Teacher's Pest. An owl named Junior goes to school to get education like his grandfather, uncle, and cousin. There are scenes that used to give me a jump scare when Junior's mother shouted, "Wake up!" to Junior for not waking up the first time. It makes me want to cover my ears or skip the scene. I know it happens a lot back then to me. It is what it is. A wolf switches path labels of school and his home in order to eat Junior for breakfast. It does contain great jokes of number 1, 2, 3 song when Wolf prepared to cook Junior hard-boiled. Junior saving his mother to kick the wolf to the curb by forcing him to get in the hot-boiled pot, blasting off away from the painted fake school. Now Junior graduated after defeated the wolf who attempts to cook him to death. What I found weird after Junior graduated, he doesn't learn anything that much after the wolf captured him. Like, why didn't the owl's mother realize it wasn't a real school to get actual education as checking paths? I guess we will never know. The singing moments give you charm to the little owl, but get upbeat a lot more than before, and hilarious too. High five number 5, pleased to eat you. I've seen the black and white version years back until recently I watched the colorful version, which I didn't know it was a colorful version. The hungry skinny lion desperately wants food from the jungle, but everything else gets in his way as other animals giving him agony. Later, he meets a hunter who will promise to give Mr. Lion 3 meals a day if he enters the zoo. What happens later? He got tricked to get tortured even more. You feel sorry for the lion as to keep thinking he will finally get what he deserves so he can be happy, as I am too. When I see this as a youngin', I was frustrated that the lion didn't get a chance to have a hot dog while getting chased by the cops. The short ends with the lion sent back to his cage and attacks the hunter who was inside the radio. The lion was no longer hungry. He is now cheerful as a bird flying from a fresh breeze. Will he ever get free? We are halfway through the top list. We will be right back after these messages. But the mouse drinks all the juice from Molly the Great Basket. Number 4. Open the door. Fox Pop. An unnamed fox listened to the radio of the announcer stating, "This year for foxes, and wherever you see smartly dressed people, you will see foxes this season." He misunderstood the radio, seeing it in his point of view that he will have a better life than before. The fox headed to Sterling Silver Fox Farm to get captured. The fox is such a clever, sneaky one when it comes to paint himself with silver paint to get in the fox farm. After all the real silver foxes escaped, he realized staying the farm was a bad idea to begin with, receiving a note that he will become a cape. Hounds chasing the fox, fake silver foxes no more, and back to the radio wreckage where the crows wants to join, just like the beginning, what you see earlier at the short. You know, why didn't the red fox realize it earlier when the silver fox told about his fate? Their fate. Maybe Red Fox was too excited to greet with smartly dressed people. This cartoon is showing a lesson here to never misunderstood things, or eavesdropping causes drastic events. Just as Pleased to Eat You, be careful what you wish for. Things go from bad to worse. It shows a moral. Number 3. Farm Foolery. A screen song cartoon. Well, the season is coming for the farm. Since there is no proper plot to mention, but I am going to try my best experience to every scene I like. The mouse eats spinach to be like pot pie to lift up a basket full of tomatoes or apples. Smoked pigs, turns out the pigs are smoking cigars instead of being cooked. Smoked hams. The elephant smashing grapes to make juice, but the mouse drinks all the juice from the grape basket. What a greedy mouse. The mouse is the funniest out of all the animals collecting food for the Harvest Moon Festival, because in the end, he dances with the cow, but gives it more of a twist, causing the cow loses her balance. The musical segment is very visualized as other screen songs cartoons when they build a farm and shows a calendar of January, February, June, or July. The lyrics back then in cartoons were pretty well made, as for modern lyric music, a little bit. But the song is a little forgettable, except the month part and the way the notes were playing. Number 2, The Sunshine Makers. a Van Buren cartoon. We passed Novel Tune and Warner Bros. Now it's Van Buren. The elves woke up from the sunshine to go working with the sun, creating XLayer ingredients for their customers to keep them happy and optimistic. Suddenly, on another village is the opposite of elves, were unhappy and pessimistic goblins. The atmosphere of two villages looked great for the 1930s cartoon, with bright red, orange, and dark blue. Plus, it was a warlike short, with its creativity that the elves using Sun XLayer to defeat the goblins to make them gay. No, seriously, the goblins actually said the word gay. It was back then when gay was originally means happy or glad until now. What I think of the bird went from an ugly vulture to a beautiful, colorful bird was the best part I loved about this short. Even the elves and goblins dancing at the end. Yeah, 2 thumbs up, giving bows for the shoes. Before we go to number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Flies vs. Creepy Spider, Chasing the Flying Shoes. Mystery Potato Cups investigate missing carrots. Sleepy Horse refused to race in a funny way. Now we go to number 1. We reach to number 1, Code Red, Free Thinker. Picnic Panic is another short I loved the most and grew up with. Where do I begin in this one? There were 3 little girls meets 3 teapots singing on a stove. To me, is very unforgettable, and it's well made for the teapots to fit their personality when they whistle too at the end of the song. 3 teapots tell a story to the girls of an earlier event where they were having a picnic. It's one of the first 1930s cartoon I've seen interacting with live action scenes. Sure, it's not the first cartoon with live action of all time, but it is to me in my perspective. Everything went well for the kitchenwares and condiments until Molly Moo Cow shows up, ruining the picnic to eat everything, which all the kitchen items to panic and attack. Molly eats everything up, even the ketchup. Have no effect to make the cow give up, but the spicy gray and pepper did. Spicy gray sauce or mustard, I don't know. While Molly ran away and sneezing from the pepper, everyone drived away with the basket. At the end of the flashback, the teapots went back to whistling while the credits roll. The character I found was amazing. The blue teapot, because he is like a leader to his folks and brave too from Molly Moo Cow shenanigans. I really love this Van Buren short in a burning passion with interesting characters, story, and especially the song. It never gets old. I've got a question for my viewers. What is your favorite classic cartoon? Let me know in the comments below. So if you like this video, be sure to stay tuned for more of my content. Make it better than before. So this is Marie out, and have a nice day, everyone.